Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Designs. I am grateful for those who have been following us from the first design that we did, the project we started with, the beginners project. And today I would like to introduce a new topic. Of course, we want to now progress, and I want us to do a story building, or you can say storage building. And it's a live project that I did myself. As you can see, this is the first ground, or it's the ground floor, and we have the first floor here. Then of course the 3D, you can see it here. And of course if I open the rendered work, you can see here, these are some of the rendered works. So this is what we are going to achieve at the end of this topic, or at the end of this project. I hope you'll enjoy along the way. So this is what I want us to do. It's my project that I've done actual as a classwork, but of course now you are here. I want to also show you how I did it. I believe you love this, right from the colors, the modeling, the finishes, even the layout. So I want us to learn all these things and how you can do a storage building. We're going to start this one from the scratch, and I will encourage you to subscribe and continue to follow it until the final day, because it's going to be a little bit longer than the first project we did. The first project was basically for a startup, for us to really understand a bit of Revit. So not to waste a lot of time, we are going to start our project. So I'll come to file. I'll just come to file. I'll go to new. Then I'll opt for project. Then from this template files, I'll choose the drop down and select architectural template. Then for those who can't see this list, or this list, you come to browse, you open the browser. From the browser here, you tap on this preview button, you tap on it. Then from here you choose English. This English, you can double click on it. From English you click on this default metric, and it will preview for you these three elevation signs. Then you can open this. That's if you can't see what I have here, this list. If you don't have it, you have to go through the longer way, but for me I'll just select architectural template and I click OK. Then it will open for me new work here. Then I'm going to close this, and even the first floor I will close. I want to remain with the ground floor, and I want to bring it this side so that we work with our level. So as always, we are going to start by setting up our levels so that we know exactly how far we are going to push with this project. So for you to set levels, if this is your first time, you come to your elevations, which is on the project browser. So you click on the plus sign in elevation. Then you can click on any of the elevations. For me, I will just choose the first one, which is east elevation. Then from here, we can now set our levels. You can only click on this line. It will make this active. You can double click on it. You rename it. So this will be our ground floor. Ground floor is always at level 0. Then from ground floor, we shall click our first level here. I want this one to be first floor. So you can rename it the way you want. And for me, my uh, wall height will be 3.5. I'm going with the 3.5 because I like tall walls, and of course in modern architecture you need such a long wall so that you can have a lot of air. It's good for air circulation in the rooms. We're going to create something similar down here for foundation and also the roof level. What you can do, it's here on this level. When you just move all the way to the right, you will see levels here. Levels, or the shortcut is LL. If you can't do that, you can also click on this line. You just come to create similar. It will still do the same work. You just draw another level here. Of course, this one to be negative 1.5. That's for our foundation. Foundation depends on the type of soil, the rock, and generally we give 1.5. That's a general standard. But if you know, or if you have a live site and you know the net of the soil, your foundation will depend according to that type of soil. So we want to draw the roof level. If I don't want to create similar, I'll just come to this levels, or I can click that LL twice to bring the levels active. Then I can just draw here. So what you do here, you just multiply this 3.5 by 2. That will be 7 meters high. So this will be 7 meters high, and it will be the roof level. That's because we are designing a storage building. So we have our foundation, our ground floor, our first floor, and our roof level set. Now we can go to our walls. Once you have done this, you can just close. If you come to the floor plan, you will be able to see all the levels that you have set. So you can close it. Then you go to your ground level, which is here, and we are going to start designing our walls. And for you to design walls, the first thing you do is you come to your architectural tab. From the architectural tab, you click on this drop down that is saying wall. So from here, you have to select wall architectural. Then from there, you need to edit this wall. So you click on this edit type. From the edit type, you need to duplicate this wall because it is a generic wall. You need to create your own wall with your own measurements. So you click here, duplicate, and then you can rename it anything you want. So I'll rename it main wall, and I want to even write the thickness here as well. But this part here, you can really write anything you want, but it has to make sense. After that, you click OK. Then you come to this part that says edit. You click on the edit, and you'll be able to see so many of these things here. Now you see this part where it shows 1, 2, 3. If you highlight on it, you see the cursor is pointing towards the right. So when you click there, it will highlight what you are pointing at. So in this area, we only want a finish up and a finish down plus a structure. The rest don't matter for now. So we're going to delete this thermal stroke air. You just highlight on it and you come to this delete button. Then I want to arrange this so that I can be able to see exactly what I am doing. So I'll highlight on the finish, which is up. Then I'll bring it down with this down button, and then I will click on this finish that is down and take it up with this up button, so that I can have this finish, the structure, and the last finish. And if you are keen, you will see up here Revit is showing the upper side is interior side, then the downer side is the downer side is the interior side, the upper side is the exterior side. That means this first finish is on the wall outside, and then this second finish, which is down, is inside the house. And then of course the structure in the middle is the superstructure, or maybe the brick, or the concrete. So for me, I am going with the thickness of 200. So I'll give for the structure 180, then the remaining two, the finish from the exterior, I'll give 10 millimeters. The finish from interior, I'll give 10 millimeters. These ones include plaster and of course the paint. And I'm using millimeters because generally we use millimeters, and of course they will read it in meters, but here you specify them in millimeters. So after doing this, you need to now give them materials or assign them materials. So for the superstructure, if you click here, it will open this menu. Just click around this line, and of course on the material. See here, there's material, this is material, this is material. So when you click on one material, it will bring for you this box, and when you click inside the box, it will show you the material browser menu. So I'll click here. So I'll have the material browser, and here we are going to create our own material. You click on this circle and the drop down, click on it, and you come to create new material. From here you can rename this material. You can say maybe main wall, something like that. Then when you come to the right side, you have identity, graphics, and appearance. But for now, we are interested on graphics, on appearance. From appearance here, you're going to click on this, replace this asset icon. When you click on this, it will generate for you the asset browser. From the asset browser, you can search for the kind of material we want. So we are looking for brick. We are looking for brick. And then in the appearance down here, you can see ceramic, default, flooring, masonry, metallic. But of course, we are looking for the masonry bricks. When you click on that, it will show you all these bricks that you can use. And of course, when you highlight on these things, you will see this small icon here. When you click on the icon, it will generate the color and the texture of the brick that you have selected, or the material you have selected. So I think I'll go with this. I'll choose this and close that browser. Then from here, you just click on apply. You click OK. And then the structure material has been assigned. So we have to do the same for the finishes on either sides. So from the exterior side, I will click on this, then click in this box, and from here I'll I'll also create a new material, and I'll rename it. I'll say this is our main wall exterior paint. Our main wall exterior paint. So we also come to our appearance. From appearance, we click on this replace asset, and we come to our asset browser. We are looking for paint. So here it has paints. Here it has finish, metal, metallic paint, wall paint, wood paint, and of course we are looking for wall paint. You see here we have glossy, we have matte. So if we are going with the matte, let's say, and we keep looking for what we want, remember this is the exterior side of the house. For now I think let me see, I love white and gray. I think for now I can go with this gray. I'll love to go with this gray. Then I'll close here, I'll apply, I'll say okay. Then we are left with the last finish, which is the interior side of the wall. So click on this plaster, click on the box, we create a new material, we rename it, we say main wall interior paint. So we come to appearance, we click on this icon, and we come to our asset browser, we look for paint again, because we're looking for the interior paint, and we come to wall paint, or you can even click on finish and see what they have. You're not limited to just those specific paints that I've chosen. All these are paints that you can use. This wood paint here, then we have just paint, a lot of them here. There's glossy, there's metal flake, yeah, there's metallic, there's powder coat. All these ones you can try them and see what you can come up with. So I want wall paint. Then this time I'm going with something that is a little bit white, because we had chosen gray for outside. I think I'll go with this ivory glossy. Then I close this, I apply, I say okay. Then we are done with the materials. We have assigned materials for the exterior side and the interior side, also the superstructure. So from here you just click OK, then you click apply, you click OK. Now your wall has been created. It's just now a matter of you starting to draw it. Now we need to see the dimensions. For now, not save. We need to see the dimensions. So I'm going to start drawing from this part of the house, and this is actually the living room. This is the living room, and it's 6.5. It's 4.6 by 6.5. So we shall draw 4.6 by 6.5 from the wall tool. Then our wall is still active. So here we shall draw 6.5. Then from this side we shall draw 4.5. It has already shown us there. So yeah, it's 4.6. It's 4.6 and 6.5. So we need to finish up this rectangle. So I'll click on this wall, then I come to offset. I'll say offset 4.6. From here I'll offset 4.6 like that. And then I'll click on this wall. I go to offset. I'll say offset 6.5 on this wall like that. Then of course you can come to your measurement tool. Then here you have to choose wall faces, this part here. It will allow you to measure the wall from the interior side, not the exterior, because that is where you are going to put your components. So you realize the measurements we have given are not shown here. That's because the wall thickness is also taken into consideration. If you are doing a measurement of 4 meters, 2 meters will, I mean, yeah, 4 meters, 200 will go for the wall, because our wall thickness is 200 millimeters. So what you can do here, you click on this, then it will make your measurement active. You can click on it and reassign the real dimension you had given for your wall or your room. So that one is 4.6. So we shall click on this one, then we click on this, we say it is 4.6, just like that. Now our measurements are perfect. This is the living room. Sorry about that. So we are going to the next room. The next room is the dining room, and our dining is let me see. There are a lot of measurements here. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. Delete this, so that we can really know what we have. Going to delete this. Okay, this one is showing us 4.6, 3.6. So we're going to give this side 4.6. So you click on this wall. We're going to offset 3.6 there. Going to offset that. Then of course we have to link this to this, I guess. Yeah, we have to link them. So for you to link, you just come to your trim / extend to corner. You click on this, then you click on this. They will link up very well. And then of course this one, we come to offset, and we offset in 4.6. So this 4.6 is coming from the stairs anyway. So we offset in this. We go to offset. We offset in 4.6. This is our dining. But of course we don't want this wall to go all the way this side. It has to remain here. You can either split it here, delete this part, or let me try and trim. You can but of course when you trim this and this, it will chop off this part. So the only thing I can do here is I'll click on the wall and drag it. It is allowed. You can also drag it like that, so don't feel ashamed to drag. Then what next? We have our kitchen. I'm not so sure of the measurement here. Yeah, so it's 3.5. by 3.5. So we are going to offset this 3.5 by 3.5. So you click on this wall, we offset in it 3.5, 3.5. Then of course we are going to connect this wall to this using this tool called trim and extend to corner. You click on it, click on this wall and click on this. Then we shall click on this wall, we click on offset. Then of course we are also offsetting 3.5 this side. So I'll offset it here. Then I want this wall to only be here in the kitchen. So I've just dragged it from here to there. But of course you realize these measurements, since we have not done this, they are not perfect the way we may expect them to be. So I am measuring this using the dimension tool, which is here. It's shown in the measure, but of course it is the line tool. You can also get it from this tab called annotate. This one here, they are here. So yeah, now we have to really give the ideal measurements that we had. So this side was supposed to be 3.5. Basically, for you to understand this thing, you need to click on the right wall, because if I click on this wall, any change I make will only affect this wall. It will either move outward if I give a bigger dimension, or move inside if I give a smaller dimension. Now if I want to increase this space and I don't want this side to be affected, I click on this wall, then I click on the measurement, they will give it 4.6, like that. Then for this one, we want this one to increase to 3.5. Then I want this side to also increase to 3.5. That means this side will not be affected at all. So we are done with that side as well. Then let's continue. There's 1.5 here, and then we have 2 meters. So we need to offset this 1.5 by 2 meters. But of course we are starting with the 2 meters. Here you go to offset, then we offset in 2 meters, that is 2000 millimeters. And then 1.5, 1.5, we are offsetting this one. We come to offset, then you click on, you write 1.5, you offset this one. Of course we want this wall to only remain here. Then let me see what is happening here. This side is going to be open. So we have our staircase here. This staircase, I want to see how large it is. 2.7. So from here, it is this wall, you have to offset it 2.7. You come to offset, you say 2.7, offsetting it here. Then of course this part is going to be open. This one specifically will be open because this is just living room. And then and of course we're also going to leave the dining a bit open to the living room. You shall not over cover it. So, but for now, let it be like that. And then from the dining, there's this opening to the kitchen. There's an opening here that goes to the kitchen. Basically, it's this wall that will come down. This wall that will come down. When it shows you this, you just click on the unjoin so that they don't stress you. Then let's see what happens here. So you realize this part of the house is a bit inside. It's not as we have done it here, so we need to push this one inside. What we are going to do, we shall offset this by 1.5 inside. That's 1.5 inside here, and then we can take off that. We can use the trim and extend tool to do that. Then we unjoin it, and then we use this to this. Why I want to leave it that way, I just used the undo, that is Ctrl Z, to undo the command. So this one is here. As you can see, this distance is not enough for anyone to move. So now what we're going to do, we shall click on this wall, then we make this distance let's say 1000. Then we shall click on let's first do the measurement here. Then we shall click on this wall and make this 1.5. Yeah, like that. So this part will be open because it goes to the kitchen. I don't know if it is that one. Is it here? The kitchen wall. Let me see. Let me first undo that. And then I'll be able to open up this space. This one that is connecting. Yeah, something like that. Then of course we want to connect this part for the stairs. So you will just you can click any wall, and then you click create similar. It will pick whatever thing you were doing, and you'll be able to draw a similar version. So that part is there. Then I want to just first unconnect these walls so that you can see this is the staircase area. Then of course we are going to create a room, or this opening here for the kitchen right from the dining here. So let me see how long it is. It's 900. We can make it 1000, though 900 could work. Let's make it 1000. We have enough space. So now this is the kitchen. This is the kitchen, 3.5 by 3.5. This is the store, supposed to be 2 meters. So we're going to increase it by this wall, and we're giving it 2 meters. Yeah, like that. So it's 1.5 by 2. And then from this wall, from this, let's see, we're going to create this common washroom. There's a common washroom here. I don't know the measurements here. 1.7, that's big. 1.5. So 1.7 by 1.5, we are going to click on this wall. We go to offset. From offset, we shall do 1.5. I think 1.5 by 1.5 is really enough for a common washroom. I'll extend this, or I can use trim to extend like this. So there are so many ways of killing a bird, but of course you should always know what you are doing. I don't mean you should go and start killing birds. Let's proceed. From here, I think we need to create our stair. No? For now, let us create this part of the building. We have finished this first side, so we are coming to the second side here. So from here we are going to create this bedroom. I don't know the correct measurements. These are all sorts of measurements. So we're going to measure and see. So here, from here up to here, that's 4.9 by 4.9. From here up to here, there 3.4, but I guess I'm going to give 3.5. 4.9 by 3.5. So we're not saving it yet, but you need to save your project so that you don't lose it. So we're going to offset this wall. I see there's also a corridor here. For now we shall ignore this corridor, so we're going with 4.9. Click on this, click on offset, give it 4.9, then there. I hope these measurements are correct already. Yeah. So this is 4.9, and it is a bit outside by 3.5. The distance from here, let's say from here up to here, is 1.3. So now from here we're going to draw. Let's just copy and create similar. I'll do that, create something like that. Then I'll measure from here to this part here. Then I'll click on this wall. I'll give it we had 3.5, but I'm going to give we had 1.3. I'm going to give 1.1 because we don't want to overuse space. So inside we are going to, this one here is supposed to be 4.9. Then we are going to offset this by 3.5. So we click on the wall, we click offset, we say 3.5 outwards. Supposed to be outside there. Then we are going to connect these walls using the trim to extend tool. You click on it, you click on this wall, connect it here, you click on this, you connect it here. Then you can bring your measurement tool, you measure this, you measure this. So you remove the wall thickness, so you have to give it 3.5. Yeah, now there, I think we have created this bedroom, that first bedroom. Then the second bedroom is here. Let me delete this measurement, delete this one. Then I measure the distance from here to here, 3.6. Then the distance from here to here, 3.5. So this second bedroom is 3.5 by 3.6. So, and of course there's this corridor. There's a corridor here. Let me see. This corridor is 1.1. Yeah. So now we shall deal with this corridor. Let's say we are offsetting this or this wall. Let me offset it here, 1.1. 1.1. So it will act as the base of the other room. So the measurement from here to here is 3.8. To me, I don't see this as really bad. Let me first measure this and this. This one is reduced to 900, but we want it to be 3 point what? 3 point what? Let me see, 3.6. I think 3 point. Click on the wall, click on this. I think 3.7 could work. I don't want these rooms to look completely detached from each other, because this is 3.5 by 4.9, and then this one is a little bit smaller. So this side we are going to offset it by 3.5. So we shall pick this wall and the offset, we offset in 3.5. So there. And of course we are going to link this wall. You click on this, you link this to this to create that part. Then you click on this, you link this to that. So we are almost finishing our ground floor. Let's proceed. Now we have this master bedroom. It is really huge, really huge. So the master bedroom is 7 meters by 5 meters. Let me see. 7 meters by 5 meters. It also moves out a bit, and the wall starts right here. So what we're going to do, let me see the distance outside from here to here. That's 1.1. So it extends a bit outside by 1.1. I'm going to click on this wall. I'll extend it outside a bit. Then I'll make sure outside it is 1.1. So we shall click on it, then give it 1.1. There. Then we shall click on this wall again. We come to our offset. We give it 7 meters. There. but of course this is not 7 meters, it will be less by 200 millimeters. So you should measure it again, you click on this, and then you give it 7 as you wish there. And then of course you are going to just link this. They can't link here. So what we're going to do, we shall click on this, we say create similar, create something there like that. Then of course inside the wall is 5 meters. So you click on this, you say offset, you offset 5 meters inward like that. So that is, I think, it, but of course this is still not 5 meters. Here 5 meters, because it is connected to that, it is making this one to misbehave. 3.7 like that. Now it's a bit detached from this. I want to see how they link up here. And then of course let me see, 3.5. This one going outside is 3.3. Let me see if we also achieved that way. Ours 3.1. There are some deviations here that I'm trying to look at. So what did we do? What did we do? Anyway, okay. Let me connect these walls. Of course, this one connects here. Let's say from here to here is 2.3. From here, from this part to here is 1.8 deep inside. So let's first just draw a wall, create similar, just draw a wall here. Then you can and then of course give your measurements after drawing. You can measure here 1.2. I think I will not go with 1.8, that one will be really deep. So let me go with 1.3, something like that. I believe this is enough. Of course this part I'll bring it here. I don't want it to extend up to where our staircase is going to be. This common washroom 1.3. Yeah, I guess it is here that we had an issue that is causing this part to be very small. So this part I want it to be 1.4, a bit deeper. And then of course this one goes to 4.9 as it was. Yes, 4.9 as it was. And then let me see. So this part, since this one extended, of course this one will also extend to 1000, and this of course will reduce, and this one will also extend to 1000 a bit inside, and this one will extend to 5000, just like that. And then we have this space for movements around here. So we are going to have our staircase here. So for you to have a staircase, all you need to do is to come to the architecture. From the architecture, you you look for your stair, which is of course this one. Click on the stair, and then from the modifier or create stair, we have these options, and for us we just want this one, the U-shaped winder. That's what we are going to create. So we are going to create it here. You just place it like that, and then of course you can now extend it like that. Let me first finish it. It is overlapping with the wall, so you can really make sure that it fits without overlapping. By aligning, you can click on the align tool. I'll align this, or I'll first align this with this, yeah, something like that. Then of course you can let me align this one this side. Really, this one aligns with this, and then I'll try to bring this one a little bit here so that I can align it with this aligns with this, like that. And then of course I'll also align here, then I'll click on this align. I'll bring this to this, so we even got more space here for movements around the stair. Now the staircase is done. I think we can reduce this wall a bit around there. Then I'll align this with this, so that the stair is not overhidden. So here it is, our staircase, and it gives us a lot of space here in the living room for even people to move around. And here we can have even this wall reduced to move to the dining, something like that. Let's try and measure this to this. So this distance is going to even increase because we have reduced it. It is 3.7 by 3.5. So this side is 3.5. You should always cross check these things so that you don't make mistakes. So this is 7. When you don't cross check, you realize you make some mistakes that you didn't know about, so it's good to cross check. So we are done with our ground floor. What we are just left with is put in components like the doors, the windows for the ground floor, and that one will come in the next video. So for now, you have to check through your measurements and ensure that all the measurements are correct, because if you don't measure well, you'll cause problems. The reason why you measure the interior sides of the house is because in detailing, when you give details about your measurements, if I tell someone the house is the room is 3.5 by 3.5, and for you here you have measured using either the exterior or the center line of the walls, the measurements will take the measurements of the wall thickness as well. And when someone buys a chair according to the measurement you have given them and the chair doesn't fit, then you people have issues. You'll have problems with the owner, so he can easily sue you. So you need to ensure that you measure the interior sides of the wall surface so that you really get the best out of your dimensions. So this is the first part of the video as we intend to achieve our mega fast storage building, and I hope you have learned a lot today from this first part. We are going to continue from here. For the ground floor, we shall be able to put all the components necessary before we can proceed to the next stage. Then from the next stage, we shall be able to work on the first floor. After the first floor, we shall do the facades, and we shall do this until we achieve the design I promise we are going to achieve. And this is going to be our first mega project. Thank you so much. Please make sure you subscribe to Lulua Tech Design. Share this video with your friends, and if you have comments to make, you can do that. I will always come back and check if there are errors. I remember one of our subscribers following us through these tutorials told me the audio has not been good, and I hope today the audio has been good. You make sure you give me feedback so that I can also improve on some of the things we are supposed to learn. We have to grow together and make sure we become good designers. So that is it from me today. See you again in the next stage of this project.